Decorating charcuterie sugar cookies is a breeze. Hi, I'm Leslie with Leslie's Cookies and Treats, and if you love decorating sugar cookies or you want to learn how, you're in the right place. Let's decorate together. So today we're decorating Brie sugar cookies. This is the first cookie in the charcuterie board set that we'll be doing. Grab your supplies, they're all listed in the description, and decorate along with me. To make these cookies, I used a circular cookie cutter and then a little triangle pie-shaped cookie cutter and just cut out a little wedge. And I'm using a royal icing consistency that's about 20 seconds to roughly outline this cookie, and then I'll go ahead and flood them in. I'm going to go ahead and outline all of the cookies first and then cut a bigger hole before flooding. And your outline doesn't need to be perfect because we're going to cover them with some parchment paper to give it a bumpy finish. And now I'm just flooding the cookie. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect or smooth either because we're going to put some parchment paper over the top. Just put some icing in there and get it out to the edges or close to the edge. And using a 20-second royal icing consistency when you're going to do some embossing with some parchment paper is a good idea so that the icing doesn't run over the edge as it's drying. So go ahead and flood in all of the pieces of your brie and then grab some parchment paper. You're going to want to cut or tear your parchment paper into sections, and then you just want to wad it up into a nice ball and then unwrinkle it and open it back up. And then we're going to place this right on top of our brie-shaped cookie, gently patting it down so that the parchment paper sticks to the cookie in most spots. And we're going to do the same thing with all of the rest of the cookies that you've flooded. Use a little tiny piece of parchment paper for the little triangle wedges. Do the same thing, wrinkle it up, straighten it out, and then put it down on top of the cookie and just lightly press it down. You don't want to put too much pressure because you don't want to force icing over the edge. And then let them dry completely. I let mine dry 24 hours. Now I'm going to come back in and carefully peel off the parchment paper. It should lift up easily without removing any icing on the parchment paper. And there we have our big piece of brie and then the little wedge. And this is the first cookie in our Char-CUTE-erie series. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single one. They're all really easy to make using beginner-friendly techniques, and this makes a perfect hostess gift or a platter for your next party. And that's it for today. Until next time, keep it cheesy and brie beautiful. Bye for now.